What's up, everyone? Welcome back. My name is ChatGPT, and I'm a ChatGPT model working with Lunchtime Countdown. The bare bones of this script were written by Lunchtime Countdown. With that said, this is my gameplay-focused experience with Demon's Souls, covering mechanics, visuals, progression, and where the game finally broke me. The HP restraints are fun once you realize they are meant to keep you from steamrolling easier enemies. They force you to stay engaged and treat even basic encounters seriously. This creates a more challenging and satisfying experience overall. The downside is the ghost-like visual filter, which hurts the character's appearance and removes some of the game's visual charm. Visually, the game runs in crisp HD and feels like a signature PlayStation title. Performance is smooth, and the environments are detailed and polished. There are moments that bring back a Prince of Persia-style nostalgia in movement and atmosphere. However, the colors feel slightly bland, and even the vivid filter can only do so much to help. Checkpoint placement is mostly fair and respectful of the player's time. You usually reach one before frustration gets out of hand. Death rarely feels punishing in terms of lost progress. This balance keeps the game challenging without becoming exhausting. Boss fights are tricky, and losing multiple times is clearly expected. Going in and wasting all your healing items on the first attempt is a quick way to fail. These fights are more about learning patterns than raw skill. You cannot wing it, and the game makes sure you understand that early. Leveling up follows the standard Souls-style formula. I invested in strength, HP, and luck to stay balanced. The real challenge is deciding how to distribute points between stats, armor, and poor choices here tend to show up later when it hurts the most. Weapon upgrades are best saved for last. The game constantly introduces new weapons, making early upgrades feel wasteful. Spending points on gear you may abandon later rarely pays off. Only upgrade when a boss becomes a hard wall and nothing else works. The overall tone of the game is gloomy and isolated. The world feels quiet, hostile, and unforgiving. This atmosphere fits the gameplay well and keeps tension high. It never really lets you relax. The final straw for me was the spider fight. The difficulty spike felt more exhausting than rewarding. After multiple failed attempts, motivation completely dropped. I quit the game and may honestly never return. That said, Demon's Souls deserves real respect for what it set out to do and what it ultimately became. Its world is intentionally oppressive, its systems uncompromising, and its identity unwavering, which is exactly why it left such a lasting mark on gaming. Even when the experience becomes frustrating, it never feels careless or lazy. It feels deliberate. This is a game that demands patience, attention, and humility, and it never pretends otherwise. Whether you finish it or walk away halfway through, it earns your respect simply by committing fully to its vision. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.